So we're launching in the US on November 8th. We're going to ship somewhere upwards of 600,000 units on that day. It's going to be $299 US. And there are going to be somewhere between 12 and 20 launch titles. And we're not going to ship a single launch title that's not awesome. It's all about quality, man. It's about getting enough of the genres in so that everybody can get the game they like, and about really making every one of those games a defining moment for Xbox, right? You know, the football game where you see the shadow cast by the guard on the player's face, you know who it is, right? Or the adventure game. We have a racing game called Mad Dash, and the first level you play in Mad Dash, just the level data, is bigger than the entire last game that this company shipped, right? And things like that. Those are the experiences you're going to get with the launch titles. And then we have literally hundreds of games ready to go after that heading into 2002. So it's like a fire hose of titles coming. And the quality is just, I mean, it's like nothing I've ever seen before. You know, I've been in the game business for about 10 years, and I've never seen such a giant group of awesome titles. And it all goes back to the simple fact that we designed this console by consulting game developers and said, what do we need? What do we need to do for you? What makes you angry about current consoles? And we changed all the stuff that they didn't like, and so they're having a good time. So that means we're going to see games, and I'm seeing games now. I can have the best job in the world because I see all the games in development. I'm seeing games now that are just so smoking hot. It's unbelievable. So it's a good time to be a gamer. It's the best time possibly in history to be a gamer.
I'm John Howard. I'm the lead designer on Halo for the Xbox. Halo is an action shooter game. Takes place in the future, science fiction. See, we got a couple human dropships here coming in. We're going to assault this alien position. A little bit of background about Halo. Humanity is losing a battle, losing a war against an alien race called the Covenant. And the Covenant have pursued us to this ancient alien ring world out in deep space. We don't know why it's there, who built it. But over the course of the game, you learn how long it's been there, who built it, and for what ultimate purpose. So basically, we're going to come out here. The core component of the game is combat and combat action. So we basically got dropped off. Me and a couple Marines got dropped off on this beach by these drop ships. You can see the way AI move. Basically, the AI are really good and smart. They move in groups. They provide covering fire for each other. They'll advance on positions. They'll use cover. They'll call out when you're in their way. If they want to shoot around you. If they accidentally hit with stray bullets, they apologize. All sorts of cool stuff like that. Few weapons are pretty traditional. Stuff like grenades, machine guns. There we go. So these guys are going to advance up here. We're going to take on this next position. Some more bad guys over here. So there's a lot of different types of aliens. They all have different abilities, different weapons. So we're just going to clear up this beach position here. All right, now the beach is clear. You can see Halo moving up here in the distance. It's a big ring world. The entire surface of the inside of the ring, like a wedding ring, is covered with different biomes: beaches, deserts, swamps, forests, Arctic terrain, mountains. This is a human dropship called the Pelican. It's going to bring in our Jeep here, Warthog. It's got a chain gunner in the back there. I'm going to hop in.
In the hog with us.
So I talked a little bit about the AI. The AI are pretty smart. I can just pull up here, and the AI knows that being riding shotgun on a Jeep is a safe thing and a good thing, and being in a turret is a good thing. So if I pull up to any group of Marines anywhere on Halo, and I don't have a chain gunner or a guy riding shotgun, he's going to hop right in the Jeep with me. I'm going to come around this corner. The same thing is also true about the enemy AI. The enemy AI are pretty smart. So if you leave a Jeep unattended, your chain gunner gets killed or something like that, or you have a guy with a chain gun, when you come out of the structure, there's a pretty good chance that an enemy AI is going to have crawled up in your vehicle's chain gun and is going to try and kill you with it. So you got to be a little careful. Go over here. I can also just run guys down with my Jeep. If I don't want to wait for my chain gunner to kill him, or if I don't have a chain gunner. I'm going to come around here.
There.
I'm going to slide out here. I don't know if the game really speaks for itself in terms of visuals. We're able to do a lot of cool stuff with the Xbox. This is just a nice little detail. You see the way the sun works through these trees. Pretty cool. All right, so we're going to continue kicking ass here. Hop in the Jeep. Drive over here. The Covenant have taken over this structure. They've claimed that as one of their own bases. So basically we're going to infiltrate, basically come in commando style, set up our chain gun. I'm going to hop out over here while everyone's distracted and lob a couple grenades in there. Head inside. A couple more guys over here. So you can see my shield's down right now. I have an energy shield in the game, so if I wait for a little while, it'll recharge back up, and now I have to take my energy shield back down again before they can actually start hurting my health. So this is actually the first mission you play when you get to Halo. This is your life pod. You're in a human interstellar spacecraft called the Pillar of Autumn that was attacked by the Covenant, and you escape from Halo or escape from the ship in a dropship. This is a life pod.
Can you move?
Which crash lands on Halo. And there are other groups of Marines and isolated bands of human resistance all over Halo who've landed in escape pods as well as a couple you saw the drop ships and the vehicles who made it onto the surface pretty much unscathed. So you have a little bit of fire support. So you're constantly going to be finding other Marines. So this is actually the first place you land on Halo. You can see the ocean stretching out in the distance here, and the sun reflecting off the water, and the land way below there. And this beautiful forest valley, you can see Halo running up in the distance there, and this waterfall in the background. We're able to do amazing things on the Xbox in terms of environment, be able to create really realistic looking scenes. I could go over here, you can see this thing flying over. Here's a Covenant dropship. They use dropships to bring in troops just the same way we do. So they basically tracked my life pod as it came in, and now are searching the area for survivors. And I think they've spotted me, so I'm gonna hightail it over here, trying to get myself some cover. So like I talked about the AI, the same way the human AI are smart in terms of advancing, working in groups, using cover, things like that. Whoa! I shot him right over my head. Alright, I'm stuck over this side. The enemy AI work the same way. The big blue guys are the Covenant elites. They're pretty much the leaders. They have big energy shields and they can be pretty tough. But if I manage to take them out, all the grunts, all the guys in the orange and red armor, little short guys, will flee. They'll put their arms above their head and they'll just run away screaming and go hide. Start to go dig them out. So there is strategy in terms of what kind of guys you want to take out first, taking out the leadership of the squad, things like that. So I'm gonna move through this area. This area is a bit slow right now. We're still working on this mission, but one thing I didn't show you before. So I got a human pistol. Human weapons are pretty traditional, but I can pick up and I can use alien weapons. So which isn't uncommon in most games. The big difference is that most games let you pick up all the weapons at once. You can carry them around. You're basically a big human Swiss Army knife. We wanted you to have to. You can only carry a certain number of weapons at a time in Halo. So we wanted you to have to think about what weapons you wanted to carry with you, what your ammo situation was, the kind of mission you were going to go in and handle, all sorts of stuff like that, so that the game would feel different every time you played it, but also so that you were making more decisions, you were thinking. And again, it's about using those tools, which is the ultimate thing we talk about when we're playing Halo. What Halo is really about is giving you this set of tools, giving you a set of weapons, giving you a set of really smart AI, some cool vehicles, stuff like that, to really decide how you want to play the game.